Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Cecily. Thanks so much for stopping by. Don't forget, if you haven't already, to subscribe, like, comment below, and most of all, share with a friend. So I'm gonna be talking to you about one of my favorite shows, Grey's Anatomy. Oh my God. If you know me, that is one of my most favorite shows ever. It is one of the best TV dramas out there. It's been on forever. I mean, literally 1 year, I just was like, okay, my friend convinced me. She was like, go ahead and watch it, Cecily. You won't regret it. I was like, girl, I'm not watching it. It's 1,000 episodes, but I watched it and I never looked back. But anyway, we're currently on season 17, episode 7. Let's get into it. I'm not going to be before you long. So if you haven't been watching, you need to go ahead and catch up. Go on Hulu. Go on the ABC app. Do something. Go on demand. They have been really doing a really good job with, as far as COVID, bringing that into the storyline. I think because my girl Meredith Grey is down and out. She is currently on a ventilator, okay? She is not doing good. She keeps going back to the beach in these dream scenes. She's seen Derek. She's seen George. Yeah, I don't know who else she's gonna see next in the next episode, but on this current episode that I'm talking about right now, episode 7, she saw DeLuca. So starting off with the episode, we see her laying there basically. Miranda Bailey is in the room with her. She's asleep because she hasn't had any rest, and Richard comes in and checks on them, and Helm tells him, which is one of the interns, that we just had a really bad trauma come in, and lo and behold, the trauma is Andrew DeLuca, because he got stabbed. So you probably should go back and watch Station 19 if you haven't already, because they go through the whole story of how he got stabbed. He's basically trying to hunt down a sex trafficker, and he did. He ended up finding her, but somebody stabbed him because I knew that girl was following him. Yeah. But anyway, so he's coming in. He came in stabbed, him and his sister, Karina. They came in and he's in really bad shape. He's lost a lot of blood. So they're basically trying to save him. Owen is like, get me somebody to help. Weber tells him that, I don't want to wake Miranda up. She's asleep. Teddy just came off a shift. Let me help. And Richard and Owen is like, no, I need the best. Teddy is the best. Give me Teddy. She's built for this. So Teddy comes in and, helps. Meanwhile, previously, she was talking to Tom Karazic, who has COVID, who's been in the hospital for a while now. He was in really bad shape too, but he seems to be, he's awake, which unlike my girl Meredith. So, they're talking, and, Teddy told him that, Meredith, we had to intubate her, and he was like, oh my God, I didn't even know, because they were just, basically talking when they both have COVID, and they really shouldn't be. So anyway, fast forward, they're basically, they're trying to save DeLuca because he's in really bad shape. And of course, he sees Meredith on the beach in the dream scene. He was like, I don't know what this is. Where are we? They're basically having a conversation, and that kind of goes on throughout the episode. Andrew and Meredith, they're talking. She was like, you look good. And he was like, what is this? Is this even life? And back in real time, not in dream scene, Maggie is nowhere to be found. Maggie is with her man Winston. He came and surprised her. Amelia is at the house with the kids, trying to update her on Meredith because they had to, put on the ventilator. And Link is like, trying to keep her calm. They're taking care of Meredith's kids. They're taking care of their new baby. It's just a lot going on in this episode and throughout this whole season, because Meredith is, sick. She's really sick. And Maggie and Amelia have been, taking care of the kids. So, he's like, I can't get a hold. Amelia's like, I can't get a hold of her. I don't know what to do. But Link is like, calm down. He eventually tells her to call Jackson and has her, which is her ex, if you don't know, has, you know, to find her while she's with her new babe Winston. Awkward, but it had to happen because, you know, she wasn't answering the phone. And also, too, at the hospital, we also see Jo, who is trying to save her patient Val from the last episode, who just had the new baby. She's in NICU, Luna. And she's in really bad shape as well. She's in critical condition. So is the baby. They're trying to figure out a way to actually let her see the baby, even though it's against protocol. The Irish man, the Irish doctor, I can't think of his name right now. He does not want to let Val see her baby, but Jo was like, if this was Meredith, you would do it. But anyway, so throughout the episode, we see them trying to save DeLuca, and they end up, you know, they come out of surgery and they find Karina and her girlfriend and the firefighter, the chief, and they tell her that, you know, the surgery went well. And I'm like, okay, good. This is, you know, where we need to be. But little do we know, as the episode keeps going, her and Meredith and DeLuca, you know, they keep talking about life, and he was like, I don't regret anything that I did, because he really wanted to get this sex trafficker. And, you know, he had an episode and everybody thought he was crazy because he's bipolar like his father. And he was like, no, this lady is sex trafficking. You have to go back and watch. That's in the previous season. Go on Netflix. If you ever need to catch up on Grey's, go up on Netflix or Hulu too. But yeah, he was like, you know, I don't regret it. He's like, we go through life, and, you know, what are we just supposed to do? Just stand by and watch, which is true. I mean, I commend him on being the hero in this episode. But yeah, so fast forward, you know, he is stable. Karina gets to actually see her brother. She gets to talk to him. He wakes up for a little bit. He finally comes out of dream scene with Meredith. And also as well, Maggie is finally back at the house discussing everything with Amelia. Amelia is bringing her up to date. The men, Link, Jackson, and Winston are all talking with the baby. And that's kind of an awkward situation because Winston finds out that Jackson is the ex-boyfriend, but sorry. And then eventually they have to tell, towards the end of the episode, they have to tell Zola about her mom and the condition that she's in. And she is a brave little girl. She was like, we should not tell Ellis and Bailey. They're not ready for that. And you know, she takes it hard, of course, especially it's her mom. She does not want her mom to die. I mean, I don't want her mom to die. Who wants her mom to die? I want her to wake up. But anyway, and back at the hospital, Owen goes in to check on DeLuca to see how he's doing, and all of a sudden, he starts spitting up blood. They basically have to open him back up. It's really gruesome. It was a bit much. He calls Teddy back in. Teddy is still talking to Tom because Teddy has no friends. She's on an island all alone because she cheated on Owen and with Tom. And it's a big old mess. But I really don't care for her. But anyway, we're not talking about that. Y'all let me know if y'all have any predictions about who she's going to end up with or things like that. You know what? Pause. My girl Christina should come back and shake things up. And see, and first of all, she needs to come back and save Meredith, okay? But anyway, so she goes back into the OR to, you know, try to save DeLuca. Like, they really are working hard on him to save. And Meredith and him back in dream scene at the beach, they're still talking. They're just having it out. And towards the end, he says he's building a sandcastle. This was really like a sad moment when I kind of knew what was about to happen. And he was like, I need more time. He was like, there's so much things I wanted to do. Basically, the water washes the sandcastle away. And unfortunately, you know, they're working on him. They're working on him. And two, Jo is working on her patient. They're trying to save her because when she was bringing the baby to see Val, her mom, She's crashing. Smith tells her, oh yeah, and Smith is feeling guilty this whole episode. Because he's helped the sex trafficking lady, and but it's not his fault. He'll be fine, I think, but bless his heart. Anyway, they're basically trying to save her. So basically, Joe is trying to save her patient. They're trying to save DeLuca, and unfortunately, when Meredith and DeLuca are talking, she was like, I'll miss you if you go back and I don't. She was like, I'll miss you, and he was like, I don't know. He basically doesn't know what's gonna happen, but some lady is calling his name. She's like, DeLuca, and what do you know? It's his mom. His mom died when he was very young, and he was like, oh my gosh, Meredith. He was like, I gotta go. So unfortunately, DeLuca dies on this episode. He died a hero. It's really sad. I think the next episode is gonna be really, really sad, because now that everybody, all the doctors, all the interns, the residents, well, they're all doctors, but everybody's gonna be mourning him. And Joe is upset too, because her patient ended up dying as well. She doesn't even know about DeLuca yet, I don't think, but the baby is still in the NICU, and no one is there to help her. No one is there for her because her dad signed over his rights. So you know what I think is going to happen? This is a prediction. I really think that Joe is going to end up adopting that baby, Luna, because Joe wants a baby and she wants a family, but they wrote off Alex Karev. Don't even get me started on that. And so she's basically alone, but that's just a theory I have in my head. We'll see if that really plays out. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. But yeah, it's just a really, heavy episode, and we still see Meredith. She's there now. She's just there by herself, and she did ask DeLuca before he saw his mom. She was like, do you want to go see the sunset? It's really pretty. And he was like, maybe. But then when his mom called, out of here. But yeah, it was a good episode. I'm sad that DeLuca passed. He wasn't one of my favorite characters, but I felt like he was, coming into his own. I wish I kind of got to see that play out more. But yeah, that's it for Grey's. That was really fast. I kind of sped through it because we really just want to know what happened. Like, what do you guys think is going to happen with Meredith? Like, that's what I want to know. I need somebody to tell me when she's going to wake up. It better be on the current episode 8, because I'm sick of her. But thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, like I said, please go ahead, subscribe, like, and comment. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.